Welcome back to the mothership, guys. Today we're doing a foot control install on the 2021 Road Glide Special. As you can see, I have a bunch of Thrashin Supply boxes sitting in front of me. We're doing a full Thrashin footboard foot control setup with their adjustable brake arm, their actual brake lever, which is just one of their actual foot pegs converted into a brake lever. We're gonna go Thrashin shift level knobs, and then we're actually also doing Thrashin footboards. So the benefit of these Thrashin footboards and why I chose them is, as you can see, compared to the stock, they're significantly larger. Not only do you have more room at the front, you have more room at the back, and they're adjustable. So they say stock position is shifted one whole set down. I have them shifted all the way forward. I like the idea of having more room on the back of my footboard, so that way I can ride almost like I have mids. Partly why I did the snubby heel shifter was because I wanted to have more access to the back of my footboard. I'm not a tall guy, so having full frontal access up here where my brake lever is going to be is less important to me than having the access at the back. One thing I did do is the Thrashin Supply Shorty brake lever, because like I said, I'm 5'10", 5'10 and a half on a good day, and I'm going to shift it all the way down so it's nice and low, and that angle clearly will push that further away from my foot, giving me exactly what I'm looking for as I'm riding. So once we get into this, guys, you're going to need some basic things, needle nose pliers, Loctite, a 3/16 Allen, 5/16 Allen, a 3/8 12 point, because all Thrashin Supply stuff has 12 point nuts on it or screws, and so you need one of those. And then really besides that, some grease, because we're actually going to reuse some of the stock parts off the OEM brake lever, and they recommend lubing it. Oh, and then we're going to need a deep socket of some size. I'll update you once I get to that point of the install. But pretty straightforward, guys. Nothing crazy here. Something we can all definitely do at home in our garages. So first thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to prep my brake lever. You can see there's all the different components holding this together. I'm going to remove them, remove this side of it, so I have access to everything on the inside. Sweet. That's all these different holes is where you're actually going to be able to screw everything and mount everything. I don't think I have to take this apart, but let's do it anyways, just to see what it looks like. Yeah. This is actually how you adjust where the position of the brake lever is. And so you can see here, I don't know if the camera is going to pick this up very well, but there's actually 3 dots here, a single dot, a double dot, and a triple dot. This is how you align for how far forward you want it. The single dot, the first dot is stock, second dot is down, and then the third is going to be the lowest. So I'm going to start with the lowest and go from there. Thrashin doesn't give us torque specs on this, but they do have an install video on this, so if you need more information than what I'm giving, they have a full install. They just say do it, get it tight, and so we can see a little excess Loctite, get that off of there. Alright, guys, as far as I'm concerned, it's time to get over to the bike. I'll go through some of the prep, some of the other steps that we're going to have to do, and then we'll get going. So as you guys can see, I already took off the footboard. It's just 2 screws with 2 nuts. You won't be reusing the nuts on this install because the Thrashin comes threaded already, so you'll use the OEM screws and just go right into the threaded aluminum of the Thrashin. Next, we're going to take the foot lever off And then there's actually a cotter pin hidden back in here that we're gonna have to pull to remove the actual rear brake assembly off of the bike. There's a couple washers and some spacers in there that we're gonna have to save, and I'll do my best to show you guys what that looks like as I go through it. But let's just get started, and I'll pause when appropriate. So this is a 5/8, guys. This is the O-ring that we can't lose. That's the one we're gonna have to reuse, so keep that there. Unfortunately, guys, there's no way I'm gonna be able to show you where this cotter pin is with this camera. Just trust me, it's right in here behind, of course, your exhaust. And so I believe the best angle is gonna be coming in through the top here, but I am not sure, so I'm gonna mess with this. You guys can probably watch it fast forwarded by Ben, and we'll see how much of a pain this is, because it looks like it's gonna suck. So I just straightened it a bit, guys. I'll show you what I'm dealing with once I get this out of here. There you go, guys. I got it out. But I'm gonna have to get that back in there. And I'm gonna have to bend it. So let's see how much hassle I just caused myself, because this is gonna get interesting. And now I have to get the pin out. The pin should be relatively easy, all things considered. And there's the pin. So it goes pin, washer, cotter pin. Lovely. Now this should technically be able to rotate and come straight off. Okay guys, got the brake lever off. There's a washer that stayed behind, that's gonna stay there. But you can see inside of here these bushings. We're gonna need to get those out, so we're gonna use a deep socket and a rubber mallet and just get them through. And then when we put them back in, what we'll do is we'll get some grease up the Thrashin ones, and then go from there. So guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a 5/8 deep socket, and we're actually just gonna take a rubber mallet and a table, and get these out of here. There goes one. And there goes two. Now we'll transfer this all to the Thrashin, and we'll start working on getting it back on the bike. So guys, for grease, since we're not at Ben's, I'm just going to use some of my grease gun. That's for the bearings on my trailer. But anything will work. We're just trying to get it nice and lubed so those things go in here easier. And yes, I'm wearing gloves because I'm a little baby and I don't want to get grease all over my hands. Alright guys, we're getting back to the fun stuff here. So, got to get this in there. This has to attach obviously to the rear brake here. Pin, washer, cotter pin, then the washer and the rubber gasket, and then we'll be good. Alright, so okay, it's lined up. Now let's see if we can get this cotter pin in there. Cotter pin's in. Now, let's see if I can do this dance here. Put the washer back on. Okay guys, cotter pin is back in the hole. Now I have to bend it. So I'm gonna put my gloves back on so I can at least get it started, because these things are surprisingly sharp. Sweet. I didn't think that was gonna go so smooth, guys. All right, next step is I'm going to retighten this, but I'm a little... You can see this is gonna be sweet, guys. It's nice and low. Once I get it screwed on, we'll test everything. Otherwise, we're gonna have to pull it all off and change it all. But I hope that's not the case. And look at that, guys. Total clearance, no issues. Let's see, I'll get a better angle of that. Can you see? Yeah, it looks good. What do you guys think? You can see I have no obstructions. My brake moves freely. It's engaging. Significantly better than what it was stock. So let's go to the other side. I'll show you guys how to install those shift knobs, and then we're pretty much done, guys. All right, guys, this is honestly so straightforward. As you can see, I already have the footboard in. Didn't need to repeat that for you guys. A little Loctite, like I said, your 3/8 12 point. Literally, just screw it in. Line it up how you want it. Not for me. Now this Shorty one is gonna be the, I think, coolest one, because it's going to allow me to have a heel shifter and not have it be in the way. Little red accents, not too shabby. I think it looks pretty good. All right, guys, that's all for today. I hope you liked that. I hope you got something out of it. Pretty easy install. I would say the hardest part was getting that cotter pin in and out. But once you figure it out, it's pretty straightforward. So I hope you like it. If you got something out of it, like, subscribe to the channel, like this video. Hopefully Ben approves, because this was a one-take kind of thing. I'm not going to undo all that work just to redo it. But yeah, have a good one, guys.